It's been the hottest freaking summer in my 35 years. I'm addicted to these noon tablets, but I'm also enjoying the sun. We know we got about a month left down here in San Antonio of about 190 degree temperatures before things start hopefully cooling off. And it got me thinking. I showed us a house a couple days ago with solar panels on them. And through my 7 years, I've shown a lot and dealt with solar panels a lot. I'm technically a green certified realtor that went through the solar panel education, all that. But this particular house and a lot I see is the sellers took out a loan to put panels on to save a little money on the electricity bill. But those solar panel loans are about $30,000-ish, $40,000 these days. And I even had a salesman try to get me into it. And I was like, hey, if you make the numbers make sense, because right now in the market, there's some pros and some cons. If you go to sell a house like this particular listing, they want the buyer to assume the solar panel loan. So for a buyer to do that, either they have to call up their lender on the house and be like, hey, will this mess up my DTI ratio if I tack on another $30,000 as a secondary loan? They got to qualify with the solar panel finance company. And also the second way, the worst way for sellers that I see all the time is sellers usually a buyer can't do that. Hopefully they can, but if they can't, they have to pay off that solar panel loan at closing. It eats into the equity. Now, I talk to appraisers, and I've seen appraisers and know how to work them, where sometimes I get a little value for the houses that do have solar panels, but usually I've only seen about 10, 15 grand sometimes. If they're financed, no grand. So it definitely is another hurdle you got to think about, the trade-offs. How long do you plan on the house? Is it actually a house that needs that efficiency, or would it be just as efficient or more efficient with new windows or good insulation, things like that? Because if you're throwing up solar panels on a house that needs work, needs more windows, needs better insulation, you're just throwing a Band-Aid onto a bigger problem. So think about it, pros and cons. I love using sun as energy though.